18-man squad there, is that just to keep the opposition guessing, or is there some genuine doubt about some players?
No, a little bit more so about keeping people guessing, I suppose. But you know, it won't be too much different from Adelaide. Obviously, Emil comes back, but it won't be too much different from there.
Massive match, all-out attack, or you just play by ear how the match goes?
Yeah, look, I think you have to be a little bit sensible in your approach as well. The one thing that Wanderers are very good at is counter-attack football, especially with the likes of Hersey and Bridgie. They get in good little areas and they can hurt you. So you know, we have to be pretty vigilant in that respect in regards to the fact that when we attack, you know, our rest defence is really spot on.
The fact that the Wanderers only need a draw, do you feel that they might change their game plan a little bit coming into this?
No, I think I think it suits them to a degree. I mean, most games they play pretty well counter-attack football. Recently there was an article about, I think they've, you know, had maybe the least amount of possession, but they do a lot with the amount of possession that they have, and you know, they really do hurt you on the counter and are extremely effective at it. So, you know, that's going to be very important for us on Friday that we get that right.
A few ex-Jets players in there that'll love to get something on home soil against you.
Yeah, look, you know, there's some boys who used to play here, and I'm sure that they're well and truly focused for their own team to try and win the plate, as we are focused to win the game, to ensure we give ourselves the best possibly chance to get in the top six.
Important that you know, Heskey and Bridges teams up again to because they struck up a bit of a good combination just before Heskey got injured. Yeah,
look, both Emil and Bridgie are fine, so not only from the point of view of those two trying to combine, but the other players that they bring in as well. And I think both, you know, Zen and Ruben have been doing a very good job in that midfield as well.
Is this a game where you need those and Beers, I guess, those four big players to really stand up and lead the way?
I think everyone has to stand up. You know, everyone will play a part, and there's going to be at times where each individual will have their own moment, and there's going to be, you know, big moments within the game that'll decide it. So, admittedly, the experienced players definitely help the confidence and the situation that arises to ensure that it's a positive outcome. But again, you know, every single player is going to be very important for us come Friday.
You've had 2 weeks to get ready for this game, essentially. Do you feel like you're close to clicking? Has there been some really good signs? Or is there a part of the season you need to get back to where you're playing your best football? Or?
No, I think, you know, the last 2 games, you know, we were pretty stiff against Perth in not getting a result, and I thought we did quite well against Adelaide as well. Prior to that, the Wellington game was good. So I think the football that we've been playing is great. It's important for us to take the chances when the chances come along, and to diffuse anything that they try and do to hurt us.
You've been surprised at how quickly they've progressed. I mean, everyone, I guess people thought they'd be okay, solid, but to be where they are at this point, they sort of fast-tracked further than anyone probably imagined? Or?
Oh, look, you know, it's fantastic what they've done. I think, you know, we look at the franchises that have come in, you know, Gold Coast, North Queensland, these ones, you know, West Sydney coming in has been a real positive move, and probably the best new franchise to come into the league. And they've got great support, as we've seen already. From a playing perspective, you know, they were in a position where they had to get certain players that were just available. And, you know, Tony Popovich has done a magnificent job, as is the rest of his coaching staff and the club as a whole, to get the club in the position that they are. So, you know, fantastic credit goes to all.
Do you try and take the crowd out of it this week? Because the crowd's, well, it sounds it's going to be just as loud. Yeah, certainly might not be as many as the Jets, but they're certainly going to be as loud, if not. Yeah,
look, that's the challenge. You know, we know that there's going to be a large contingent of Wanderers fan base coming up to the Hunter, and the challenge for us is to ensure that our fan base is bigger and louder, because you know how much that helps our players and the support it gives the boys on the field. You know, that's the challenge. It's important that we do not get drowned out by the Wanderers fan base, and that the Newcastle faithful really stand up.
It's important too that if you just can do that essentially yourselves as well by leading early or causing some problems or taking them out of it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, from the point of view on the scoreboard is always going to help, but it's also a testament that if your team is down, that they also keep on supporting as well. So no matter what the score is, it's important that we have the full support for the whole of the 90 minutes through our fan base and our supporters and members.
Back on the Wanderers, I mean, there's a chance that possibly all those 6 Jets could start or certainly feature on the weekend. Is that beneficial to you guys that you know them inside out as it is, and know their weaknesses, strengths, or idiosyncrasies, or?
Oh, look, we know those players quite well from a performance base and where they are mentally as well. But they're playing for the Wanderers, and you don't know what sort of instructions they're obviously getting it from the coaching staff. We feel that we have a good understanding of how they're looking to play, but whether they're ex-Jets players, players who are at the Wanderers club who haven't been at the Jets before, they're all Wanderers players to us. So we just look forward to the contest.
No owner, that's got to be an advantage for you guys in a way. But I guess they bring in a worker rather than a creator, I guess.
Yeah, look, it won't matter. As we've seen, I remember one game in particular where I think the Wanderers rested nearly the whole team and went to Perth and got a 1-0 win. They're very committed. Even to the point of a siege mentality for the fact that no one really gave them a chance, and they've really been buoyed, and the success that they've had have given them more and more confidence. So it won't matter which team Tony puts out. We know it's going to be a competitive game.
It's fair to say you'll probably need your best performance of the year to get over the top of them.
Yeah, look, for us, we have to focus on the performance. We really have to perform. And if we keep on doing what we've been doing, I think we've a real good chance of winning the game. The result is a byproduct of the performance, and for us, it's so important that our performance is good.
Leading into this last game, hypothetically, you could miss the final series the second year reign. When you took over from Branko, you said, "Don't judge me because I've inherited the side." You've put it together, this squad, with your own knowledge of what you think was capable of doing the job. Should you be judged?
Oh, look, people are always going to judge, whether it was on the first year, this year. Again, that's for people to do. My position is to ensure that we keep on working to what the club philosophy is and the vision of the club, and it's the management who will decide if they want to keep me on or not. I have another year to go. Looking forward to next year as well. But first and foremost, we've got a game this weekend, and that's what we're totally focused on.